Gemini. Welcome back to Starspoken Oracle. This is episode 11 of your Starspoken weekly reading, and today we are reading for Gemini, for the week of July 15th through July 21st, 2026. Think about the road you have walked these past 2 weeks. First, the Eight of Swords showed you that the ropes were looser than they looked, that the exit was there all along. Then the Star poured cool water on the wound and gave you one clear light to steer by. And now, this week, the deck completes the trilogy with the card of pure capability, the figure who stands at the table with every tool laid out and the whole sky flowing through him. Gemini, this is your card in more ways than one, and it arrives at a precisely meaningful moment for your ruling planet. Every week I shuffle the deck for all 12 signs and let the cards fall where they need to, and yours this week turned over like a curtain rising. First, the sky. The cosmic weather. We are in the first waxing days after Tuesday's new moon in Cancer, and for you, that seed was planted in your second house of money and self-worth. A new financial chapter has quietly begun. The waxing moon feeds it this week, which matters enormously for your card. Mercury, your ruling planet, is in the final week of its retrograde through Cancer. It stations direct on July 23rd. Pay attention, Gemini, because the days before a Mercury station are when the retrograde's whole lesson crystallizes. Whatever has been circling back, the misunderstanding, the delayed answer, the revised plan, resolves itself in this final stretch or immediately after. You are days away from clear air, and you can feel it. Venus glides on through Leo and your third house of voice, words, and messages. Your charm is turned up, your words land warmer, and people simply enjoy hearing from you right now. Mars continues through your own sign, Gemini, giving you a physical restlessness that needs channeling. The week closes with a first quarter moon in Libra on Tuesday, July 21st, in your fifth house of creativity and romance, a checkpoint that asks, are you making something with all this energy, or just spending it? And just beyond the week's edge, Leo season on the 22nd, Mercury direct on the 23rd. The runway ends this week. Next week, you fly. Your card reveal. Gemini, take a breath. This week, the deck has given you the Magician. Card number 1 of the major arcana. A figure stands at a table, one hand raised to the heavens holding a wand, the other pointing down to the earth. As above, so below. On the table before him lie all 4 tools of the deck, the wand, the cup, the sword, and the pentacle. Fire, water, air, and earth. Passion, emotion, intellect, and resources. Above his head floats the infinity symbol. And here is the detail that matters most, the Magician is ruled by Mercury. Your planet. Days before it turns direct. The deck is not being subtle with you this week. What the Magician means for you. Here is the message, Gemini, and it is a big one. You already have everything you need. That is not a greeting card sentiment, it is the literal image on the card. Every tool is on the table. The skill you spent years sharpening, the network you built, the idea you keep almost starting, the voice that Venus is currently gilding, all of it is present and accounted for. The Magician does not wait for missing pieces, because there are none. He begins. But notice what kind of beginning this is. The magician is not the fool leaping off a cliff. He is deliberate. He channels heaven through his raised hand, down through his body, into the earth. For you this week, that means taking the scattered brilliance that Mars in your sign is generating and pointing it at one working. One spell, if you like that language. One project, one pitch, one plan. And the timing is exquisite. With Mercury still retrograde until the 23rd, this week is for preparing the working, gathering the tools, writing the pitch, rehearsing the demonstration, building the thing in your workshop. The moment Mercury stations direct, you release it. The magician who launches this week fights the fog. The magician who launches next Thursday commands the room. Same tools, different timing, completely different result. There is a money thread here too. The new moon just seeded your second house, income, worth, resources. The magician standing over that seed asks one pointed question: which of your talents have you been giving away for free that the world would gladly pay for? Areas of life. In love, the magician gives you the power of true communication, not chatter, which you can do in your sleep, but the deliberate kind, saying the exact thing you mean to the exact person who needs to hear it. Venus in your communication sector makes your words honey this week. If you are in a relationship, one intentional conversation, planned, not improvised, can shift a dynamic that has felt stuck since the retrograde began. If you are single, your best opening line this week is genuine curiosity. Ask the better question, watch what happens. In work and career, this is a manifestation week with a scheduled release date. Choose the one project that matters most, and spend the week making it undeniable. The deck polished, the numbers checked twice, it is still retrograde, check them a third time, the demonstration rehearsed. Set your launch, your send, your ask for July 23rd or after. Prepared brilliance plus clean timing is how the magician wins. In money, the card doubles down on the new moon. A skill you already own is the seed of new income. Not a new certification, not another course, something already on your table. This week, name it, price it, and sketch the smallest possible version of selling it. In health, mind and body are one circuit for you right now. Mars gives energy, but if the mind races, the body pays. The magician's tool for this is breath. It is the one function that is both automatic and controllable, as above so below. 5 slow breaths before every important conversation this week. It sounds too simple. It works. Your week, day by day. Wednesday, July 15th, lay out your tools, literally. Make the inventory list I'll give you in a moment. Clarity about what you have changes what you attempt. Thursday the 16th is for the deep work session. Pick the one working and build in silence. Keep the phone in another room and let Mars push through your hands instead of your notifications. Friday the 17th, a retrograde thread resurfaces, likely an old conversation or unfinished agreement asking to be closed. Close it cleanly, you want 0 open loops when Mercury stations. Saturday the 18th is your golden social day. Venus makes you magnetic in conversation, So accept the invitation and let one exchange surprise you with an idea or a contact. Sunday the 19th, rest the mind on purpose, walk without a podcast, and notice that your best insight of the week probably arrives unbidden today. Monday the 20th, rehearse, run the pitch out loud, send the draft to one trusted reader, tighten every screw. And Tuesday the 21st, the first quarter moon in your creativity sector asks for proof of work. Show one person one real piece of the thing you built this week. Not the idea, the artifact. 3 journal prompts to keep beside you. Which of my 4 tools, passion, emotion, intellect, resources, have I been pretending I don't have? What would I attempt this month if I fully believed the table was already set? And what is one skill people always thank me for that I have never once charged for? Your weekly guidance. Here is your concrete assignment, Gemini, the tool inventory. Before Thursday, take one page and divide it into 4. Wand. What am I passionate enough about to work on unpaid at midnight? Cup. Which relationships and emotional strengths are actually on my table? Sword. What do I know? What can I articulate? What have I mastered? Pentacle. What tangible resources, money, equipment, time, platform, do I already control? Fill all 4 quadrants honestly. Then draw one circle connecting one item from each quadrant, and write a single sentence, the working. The thing you will build this week and release when Mercury turns direct on the 23rd. Put that date in your calendar with the sentence as the event title. The magician's power has never been magic. It is the refusal to believe anything is missing. And watch for a sign midweek, the number 1 appearing insistently, or a moment when exactly the right words leave your mouth without planning. That is the circuit connecting. Closing. So that is your week, Gemini. The magician, every tool on the table, heaven flowing through steady hands, and a launch date circled in gold. Your affirmation for this week, say it out loud if you can. I have everything I need. My words create, my skills provide, and what I channel this week becomes real in the world. Carry that with you, especially on Monday when the rehearsal is done and the doubt makes its last visit. If this reading resonated, tap the like button so the algorithm shows Gemini readings to the Gemini souls who need them. And tell me in the comments, which tool have you been pretending you don't have, the wand, the cup, the sword, or the pentacle? I read every comment. And subscribe so you don't miss episode 12, it drops next Wednesday, with your ruler finally direct and Leo season open. That reading picks up exactly where this working leaves off. Trust the timing. The stars have spoken.